Hello, everyone. Today, I'll guide you on how to make delicious homemade orange jam. The ingredients are easy to find, and the method is extremely simple. First, I've prepared a plate of fresh oranges. When choosing oranges, you should select those with firm, shiny skins that feel solid in your hand and aren't soft or bruised. Such oranges will have tastier, juicier flesh, and the jam will have a richer flavor. Before processing, cleaning the oranges is a very important step to remove dirt, impurities, and any remaining wax on the peel. I'll put all the oranges in a clean bowl, then add a spoonful of salt and fill the bowl with water. Salt will help increase the cleaning ability and gently disinfect the surface. Next, I'll gently rub each orange with my hands, making sure to rotate them evenly to clean the entire outer peel. You should be gentle but thorough so that the oranges are clean without being bruised. After a few minutes, I take the oranges out and transfer them to another bowl of clean water. In this second rinse, I wash each orange again to ensure all remaining salt and dirt are completely removed. This step ensures the oranges are completely clean before processing, guaranteeing that the jam will be both delicious and safe. Finally, I remove the oranges from the bowl and let them drain naturally. Now, let's begin the preliminary steps of preparing the oranges for making jam. This step, though simple, significantly affects the final product's flavor, so please be careful. First, place each orange on a cutting board. Then, use a knife to cut off the top and bottom of the orange. Cutting like this will give the orange a flat surface, making it more stable to handle and preventing it from slipping. Also, the top and bottom parts are often dry or not tasty, so we discard them. Next, use a smaller knife for easier control. Gently make several even cuts along the body of the orange. Note that you only need to cut the outer peel. Don't cut deep into the pulp to avoid losing the juice inside. This step will help you peel the orange faster and prevent the peel from getting crushed. After making the cuts, begin peeling the orange into pieces. Once peeled, you will see a layer of white fibers inside the peel. This is the part that easily causes bitterness in the jam, so I'll gently scrape off this fibrous layer with a spoon. However, I only need to remove the thickest fibers. There's no need to scrape it completely clean. If you scrape it too thoroughly, the orange peel will become thin, easily crumble during cooking, and lose its chewy texture. Once the fibers are removed, I'll proceed to slice the orange peel. I cut the peel into small, bite-sized pieces, either long strips or small chunks, depending on personal preference. But you should try to slice evenly so that the orange peel pieces cook uniformly and look more appealing. During the slicing process, you can also smell the pleasant, subtle aroma of orange essential oils. This is what gives the finished jam its natural fragrance, without needing any added flavorings. After slicing everything, I put the orange peel into a clean bowl, set it aside, and prepare for the next step. The orange peel now looks quite even and clean, ready to be processed into delicious jam. Next, I'll reuse the top and bottom parts of the orange that I cut off earlier to avoid wasting ingredients. First, I gather all the top and bottom parts of the orange and place them on a cutting board. I use a knife to chop them into appropriately sized pieces. This part usually includes both the peel and a little bit of the orange pulp, so when chopping, you can cut them into small, even pieces for easier use in the following steps. Although it's leftover, if used correctly, it's still very fragrant and can contribute to enhancing the natural flavor of the dish. After chopping, I put this part separately in another bowl to keep it apart from the orange peel that I prepared earlier. Separating them like this helps me control the ingredients more easily during cooking and ensures each part is processed correctly. Now, let's begin the jam making process. First, prepare a clean pot and add about 1 cup of sugar. Next, add enough water to the pot so that the sugar dissolves completely and forms a syrup. Place the pot on the stove and start cooking over medium heat. While cooking, remember to stir constantly to ensure the sugar dissolves completely and doesn't settle at the bottom of the pot, causing burning or scorching of the syrup. When the mixture boils vigorously, steam rises gently, and the syrup begins to thicken slightly, add all the chopped orange peel to the pot. As soon as you add it, you'll feel the natural aroma of oranges blended with the pleasant sweetness of the sugar. Continue stirring gently so that the orange peel is evenly coated with the syrup. When the mixture boils again, reduce the heat to a low simmer and cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. At this stage, you shouldn't cook it for too long, as this can make the orange peel too soft or lose its characteristic slightly chewy texture. After cooking, turn off the heat and prepare a sieve. I pour the entire mixture through the sieve. The orange peel will remain on top, while the orange juice will drain into the bowl below. While the orange peel is still warm, I prepare a plate and add about 3 tablespoons of sugar. Then, I add the orange peel and mix well so that each piece is coated with a thin layer of sugar. This sugar layer not only makes the jam sweeter, but also helps the surface dry and prevents sticking during storage. Finally, I arrange the orange peel pieces on a tray, spreading them evenly and not letting them overlap to avoid sticking. I place the tray in a dry, airy place, possibly with gentle sunlight. During the drying process, you can turn the orange peels over 1 to 2 times to ensure the jam dries evenly. This second tip utilizes the top and bottom parts of the orange to make a light, fragrant, and convenient orange syrup. First, prepare a clean pot and add about 4 tablespoons of sugar. Next, add a little water to the pot, just enough to dissolve the sugar. Then add the orange peels. Start heating over medium heat, stirring constantly to ensure the sugar dissolves completely and doesn't burn at the bottom of the pot. As the mixture heats up, the sugar will gradually dissolve, and the liquid will become clearer. As soon as you add it, you'll smell a light, pleasant, and natural aroma of orange essential oils. Continue stirring gently to coat the orange peels evenly with the sugar syrup. When the mixture begins to simmer, reduce the heat and let it simmer. At this stage, you should be patient, stirring occasionally to prevent the mixture from sticking to the pot and to help the orange peel absorb the sweetness evenly. After a while of simmering, you will see the liquid begin to thicken, the color turn a light yellow, and the orange peel pieces become more translucent. This is a sign that the mixture has reached the desired consistency. Note that you shouldn't simmer it for too long or make it too thick, as it will thicken further when cooled. Once the mixture has reached the desired consistency, turn off the heat and let it cool slightly. While it's still warm, prepare a clean, dry glass jar, then slowly pour the entire mixture into the jar. Seal it tightly for storage, ideally in the refrigerator for longer shelf life. This orange syrup is very convenient for daily use. You can mix it with warm water to drink in the morning, or mix it with cold water and add a few ice cubes for a refreshing glass of orange juice. Additionally, you can spread it on bread, cookies, or use it as a topping for some desserts, which works very well. Not only does this save ingredients, but it also helps to maximize the natural flavor of oranges. It's simple, easy to do, and extremely useful in everyday life. So, after a few simple steps, I managed to utilize almost the entire orange and create 3 incredibly useful products. I returned to the tray of dried orange peels. By now, the jam had thickened just right, becoming slightly chewy and beautifully coated with sugar. I'll put this jam into a clean, dry glass jar for storage. Just seal it tightly and keep it in a cool, dry place or in the refrigerator for later use. Thus, from a familiar ingredient, oranges, I've made 3 things: a light, fragrant orange syrup for drinks, a thick mixture to spread on bread, and finally, sweet, chewy orange peel jam to snack on. Each method is very simple, but offers different applications in daily life. If you find these tips helpful, don't forget to try making them at home to utilize your ingredients more effectively. And if you enjoy content like this, please support me by liking and subscribing to the channel so you don't miss the next great tips.